Pikachu had up throw thunder in Smash 4, and I would always set my special button to X so that I didn't have to roll my finger all the way down to B. I would just
It's just
like
easier
after jumping.
movement.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I still have it like that. I still use it for thunder jolts and stuff. So like, I don't know. So I can't. If I wanted to get used to it, I guess I could. But I still sometimes it's useful to turn around thunder for edge guards and stuff.
True.
But,
yeah, started Pikachu in 64, just thought he was the best character for me, stuck with him ever since,
Yeah,
and
that's
I never
awesome.
really ever had a problem with anyone because I was always playing my friends. They never played as much as me, and just recently going to the tournament and playing more advanced players, I realized I needed to add another trick because I'm just not good enough with Pikachu yet, but hoping to continue, riding that Pikachu wave for as long as I can.
Oh, yeah,
but
man.
anyways, looking forward to seeing how this matchup goes.
Yep. So, Tail of 2 heavyweights, we got Bowser and Ridley. Ridley, people have been saying he's like a semi-heavy. Bowser is the heaviest character in the game, but they're gonna have similar size hitboxes. It's just Ridley is probably gonna die a bit earlier. And here so far we have Omen putting on a ton of damage, and just side B's right out of that.
That down throw off that top platform is dangerous.
All right.
It can kill so early.
He's gonna roll straight through the fire and F smash. Ridley's F smash, one of the most strong kill moves in the game. So let's see what these guys do. Jumping around a lot neutral.
Baiting.
Yep, I think Churro's going to want to avoid that because Bowser's forward air is going to beat Ridley's forward air. And there's, like, Bowser's options are just going to beat Ridley's options in the air. So he's going to have to find another way in, especially if
Do you think he meant to get the ledge there?
Probably.
Or do you think he was intentionally side being on the stage?
Sometimes he'll do that because he'll catch his opponent shielding like that. There, he is conditioning the shield because he's going to come, because he's like, oh, I'm going to hit you with a back air, and then he'll side B you. And at this
Makes
percent, Omen's not going to be able to mash out if he gets side B.
Makes sense.
So yeah, Churro opting to keep his back away from Omen because back air is such a prominent option. Ooh, I thought that I got a star KO for a second.
Could have been.
Okay, and Churro just scares off Omen into a bad air dodge, and we're even. So, I know Churro's the kind of guy to hit the lab, so since he's been losing to Omen for these last few times, we call it the triangle, because I've been beating Omen, Omen's been beating Churro, and Churro's been beating me. So it's just like the triangle of the top 3 in Corvallis.
That's awesome.
And is Churro going down too?
Oh.
And they trade SDs, and
That
Omen
is
goes
a
up
huge
2-1.
lead for a heavy character like Bowser.
Yeah, that is really unfortunate. Churro's gonna have to bring this back, and it just sucks when you put in this much work and you're like, man, I'm still down
dude.
because I killed myself at 10.
Yeah, it was a great. He was down in that first stock, and he got Bowser to lose his first stock. Fairly early into Churro's second stock. So that was an unfortunate series of events.
Sometimes you just gotta practice short-term memory loss, forget it happened, and play this situation for how it is. He's down, and he's doing really well right now. He's put on 100.
I don't know
already.
about you, but personally, there's been so many times where I got into a bad situation in Smash, and I'll start complaining in my head, and then all of a sudden I'll just hit a move, and I'll tell myself, you know what, I can win this. So
Exactly.
If Churro gets that move in, he might be able to make a run.
Never give up, man. I had a guy in bracket give up after losing his second stock, and I was like, you got another stock, man. Like, you can bring it back, but you know what? So,
Yeah, because it's human nature to relax in those situations, and you can really use that for your advantage.
for sure.
I'm surprised he didn't look to bring him up to the
Oh, is
top
this going to be an edge
platform.
guard? Okay, he's not going to be able to get back to the ledge fast enough. But good stuff. Churro's bringing it all the way back, and you can't help but think that SD is going to be in his head if he loses this, because he's going to be thinking to himself, man, that win was free if I didn't SD, and is that going to be it? No.
No, it's not.
Ridley's a big boy, but I never let Omen go to triplats because of that reason.
Yeah.
You can get there he goes for it again. So, an up smash would have covered that entire ledge. That's probably why, actually, because up smash will cover the entire platform as Ridley. But Omen does a nice job reading the jump and is going to take that first stock. So this is a 2 out of 3, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Fairly even for the most part. It seemed like there was just a few reads that Omen made that Churro didn't.
He was making good jump reads.
Yeah,
He's
absolutely.
getting good side beads. Yep.
So
And then,
we'll
of course,
see
the
if Churro
SD
can
is the
adjust.
decisive factor. He's going to run it back. He's going to say, you know what, I'm just not going to SD this game, and I will be able to beat you. So,
For this one, I'm definitely going to have to root for Churro because I'm rooting for that 4th consecutive Game 3.
Game 3, yeah, for sure.
Oh, and we're returning here. So there must be something Churro likes about this.
I think it's got to be the juggles with up air and nair. You can keep Bowser in the air for a decently long time, and his up smash will cover the entire platform. So if Omen misses a tech on one of these platforms, he's going to be eating an up smash. But the downside to that is he's going to be susceptible to side B, but he might say, you know what, I'm just not going to die to side B. I'm not going to get hit by it, and then I'll take the positives over the negatives at this stage.
Guys, you kind of got to pick your poison in a lot of these different situations.
That's exactly what I do versus Omen. I'll usually pick town and city, because I'd say, like, you know what, this stage is so good for Pikachu, edge guarding, because you can land on the platforms and keep going out there. So I'm just going to not get side B'd. But with a player like Omen, that's harder than it sounds. You can't just not get side B'd.
Exactly.
Because here's what he's doing. He conditioned him into shielding with the forward air, and knew he was going to shield on that platform, and came and scooped him up with the side B.
So one of the things I'm working on is conditioning players. Do you have any advice for people out there in terms of conditioning?
You just have to realize, like, the way that I would start to do it is do it just in one situation. So say, like, okay, I'm going to land on him with Nair this time. He's going to shield. He may hit me with it, but then I know that next time he's going to shield, so I can go and get a free grab, maybe when it matters more.
Well said.
So,
well said.
Like, if you hit somebody's shield with Nair 2 times at low percents, then when they're at 180 and you have a kill throw and you jump down, they're going to think they're going to Nair, you're going to shield, you can grab them and kill them when it actually matters. So I kind of think of it like a cut your losses kind of thing. Like, I may take a couple hits for this, but I'm looking in the long term, I'm probably going to get a kill off of this.
Exactly.
You obviously don't have to, but like, Omen was doing it very safe there. He just kept hitting Churro's shield with forward air and then eventually side beat him, so he didn't even have to take any damage for that. Just a good player move right there. And so I missed a little bit of this, but I think this is pretty even. I think we've seen Churro get big strings of damage, usually with finishing off with like 25% from an F smash. But man, Churro's just got to be so careful because he's getting hit by all these forward airs and it takes up so much space in front of Ridley.
Nice little string there.
Yep, Ridley's forward air combos into itself pretty easily. So if he can get Omen into a bad spot off stage, like we saw against that Ike player, man, that could be brutal. But we're gonna have Omen trying to tack on as much percent as possible and secure this game 2 and move on in the bracket.
Yeah, it'd be a pretty amazing comeback at this point.
And there he goes.
It's too late.
All right. Well, I believe it is time for me to play against Fritz. So wish me luck, dude.
Yeah, good luck, man.